So today it's the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Day, and I just wanted to get together with you guys as Koha Girls Inc. This is our first virtual MLK, and to recognize that this doctor that is no longer with us did great works for this country. It's still ongoing, as we all know, but he did some great things, and we just wanted to stop by and recognize and share it. Most of the times, parents take kids to functions, but kids don't have their own time to really understand. So I figure, this would be a great opportunity to be able to have the kids hear it from a kid's perspective and see what they say. So we are gonna play a music. This music is from Jasmine Red. Jasmine Red lives in the Boston area. She put her own of expression in her songs. Excuse for for some of the words, they are not the greatest, but she sends a message out. So let's listen to her song, okay?
I'm screaming Black Lives Matter, brown pride, it's all love. If it's you and I against the world, that's where I got us. And I trust my ancestors like the way. We ain't come to play, baby, we came to slay. We are here to stay, time to make a change. And I'ma speak my truth, even if my voice shakes. We unmistakable, the leaders of the new school, creators of the future. There's nothing that we won't do to preserve the peace. Right to serve and teach, every open ear from the birds to the streets. It's a new day, and we writing new ways to love thy neighbor. Ain't that what your books say? We done with the hypocrisy, we over the bureaucracy. We busting down the Berlin walls. You gonna acknowledge we see the evil in your ways, the terror in your eyes when you hear the people say we. Now busting down the locks, put my feet to the street and my ballot in the box. You gon' stop us how? You can't stop us now. I see the power in the people when I rock the crowd. Say it loud. We brave and we proud. We fighting for tomorrow. We ain't never backing down. Tell your sisters, your brothers, your father, your mother, your uncles, your aunties, and your mama, sisters, cousins. We reclaiming our rights, taking control of life. We Ali in the ring, baby. We still in the fight. We got RBGs and AOCs, and now we got a new weapon. She called RED. And like Ayanna Presley, you don't wanna press me. If the truth is a crime, then come on, arrest me. Put my ankh on my neck, raise my L to the sky. With my fist raised high, we on a mission to survive. We
Okay, so the message here is that sometimes it gets so tiring. It gets so tiring. You listen to news or you hear, things around, and it's so tiring. But the good news is that we will make it. People before us had made it, like Dr. King's story, even though he got assassinated, but he started a movement and people are still carrying on. That's why today we're celebrating the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's day. So no matter how hard it seems and how tired you are, we're still gonna make it. So just have hope, okay? So I'm gonna start a slideshow just to go over some things, okay? So, like I said, this is the Koha Girls Inc. That's our organization, our first ever annual virtual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Day educational moment for children. So the programs that we have, we call them moment. We don't want it to be too long. We want you to be able to get something from it. So our programs are called moments. And thank you all for coming. You're welcome again. So who was the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Who was he? It says he was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15, 1929. That was a long time ago, right, guys? So maybe some of you have families in Atlanta, Georgia. Maybe you know people there, but that's where he was born. And he had a family too, you know. He had his parents. His dad was a minister, and his dad has had the same name too, even though they had a little issue with the name change and everything else. But we won't go into that. But he also became a minister too, so he was born into this minister family. But something really interesting and exciting about him, and I hope you guys, can do well. I'm not saying be like him, but at least do well in your lesson. He was very smart. He was a very smart guy. And history tells us that he was only 15 years old when he went to college. So that means he skipped some classes, he skipped some grades because he was so smart. He went to college so early. He also got married. He got married to Coretta Scott King. He had children, and he was a civil rights leader. So what is civil rights? When people say civil rights, what does that mean? So civil rights are rights that protect people. So like when you're walking down the street, you want to be safe, you want to feel secure. You don't want your mom to tell you or your dad to tell you, be careful, watch around you and this and that. So civil rights are there to protect everyone. What does this mean? It means that no matter the color of your hair, no matter the color of your skin, no matter what kind of religion you are, or how old you are, whether you're disabled, whatever it is, civil rights are there to be able to protect you, to treat everyone the same. So what did the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King do? He was a civil rights movement leader. We know that. And I already explained to you what civil rights are. But what did he actually do? So some of the things that he did, the Montgomery bus boycott. Pretty soon, next month, February, is going to be Black History Month. And you will start hearing about Rosa Parks. And you will start hearing about all these permanent Black people and the things that they did. And the Montgomery bus boycott is one of those. I won't go into full detail, but I just gave you a little hint on that. Then the Birmingham campaign, and then the March on Washington. That was the big one that everyone talks about all the time. And they talk about the I Had a Dream speech and all of those in it. So that's another thing that he did. So he had a vision. He wanted to do so many great things, and he started doing those great things. But unfortunately, it's not all the time that when you try to do good things that everyone will be happy with you or everyone will support you. Sometimes people will not support you. So what happened to Dr. King? Where is he now? April 4th, 1968, at a motel where he was lodging when he went for one of his events. So that's what happened to him. So even though he had all these big dreams and he did so many things, he didn't continue because he was murdered. But then after that, a lot of people still believe in his ideas and still want to do the right thing, still want for everyone to have rights. Like we talk about civil rights, still wants everyone to have rights, voting and everything else. So that is what the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King did in a highlight. Let's start talking a little bit. Let's go to Zena. Yeah, tell me a little bit. Both of you, tell us a little bit about MLK.
MLK was born on 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, good. Thank you. What else?
He did a I Have a Dream speech.
Yes, he did the I Have a Dream speech. Yeah, that's the big one. Everyone likes that one. I Have a Dream speech. Yeah, me too. I like it. Yeah, that's true. And who else want to share? Ariel, do you want to share anything?
He went to Boston University.
There you go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I think he even met his wife in Boston, right? I think he did. So, yeah, Boston was a big place for them. So that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
We cheated.
Treated what?
Where we want.
The same
Way.
Absolutely. That is so true. He wanted everyone to be treated the same way. The same way. We just talk about it. They use that word civil rights, that everyone should have equal rights. It doesn't matter how this color of your hair, your skin, whether you're disabled, whatever. He didn't want that to happen. So, Jada, what do you want to do? Like when you grow up, what are your dreams?
I don't know.
You don't know yet? And that's okay. If you don't know yet, that's okay. So, yeah. Any idea for you, Ariel?
I want to be a chef.
Oh, a chef? Oh, that's wonderful. Actually, I asked your mom some time ago so you could videotape some of your nice, I heard that you cook some good, you bake and do some things. So I was hoping that you could send me a little video, for one of the events. So maybe that's something you can work on. Now I see. So she was telling me the truth. You like cooking, don't you? That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Great. But I want to thank you all for coming. And do you have any questions at all? Any questions for me? No? So who can tell me one thing that they remember that I said here tonight, or one thing that I remember about Reverend Dr. MLK with the Kahoot and everything else? Yeah, go ahead, Noah. You can put it in the chat if your microphone is not working. Treat people equally. Great, great. Yep, that's wonderful. And kind of reminds me about the civil rights we talk about too, right, guys? Civil rights. Yep. Freedom for all. Yep. Wonderful, wonderful. You guys were listening, and continue to do good things, guys. Continue to treat people nice. Okay? Treat people nice. Do good things. Because if we treat one another nicely and we do good things, our world would be a happier place to live. So, like the song that we played at the beginning, it just said that we're tired of, hustling. We're tired of all the suffering. We're tired of everything else, but we will make it. That's the good news. We're gonna make it. So have hope, have faith, do the right things, listen to your parents when they tell you to do some things, they tell you not to do other things, listen to them and do good, okay? Do good, treat people nicely, and then we'll all be fulfilling the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's dream. So I'm gonna ask again one last time, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please feel free to say it now. If nothing, then I will just say goodbye. It's so nice to see you all as always. So thank you all for participating. I'd like to hear your feedback.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.